everyone present here. It's my pleasure to welcome you all for this webinar conducted by the Department of Mechanical Engineering, PSNA College of Engineering and Technology, Dindikal. As per the direction of Pro-Chairman and the guidance of the Principal and HOD, we in the Department of Mechanical Engineering are in the process of conducting the fourth webinar in the series of webinar planned for the forthcoming days. Today's topic of the webinar is cash equal to cash. When I say cash in first, that denotes knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits. Yeah, now it's the time to introduce about the chief guest of this day. Our speaker is Dr. R. Gayathri ma'am. She has completed Master of Business Administration in HR and Systems at Anna University, Chennai in the year 2008. Then she has completed Doctor of Philosophy in HR Specialization from Bharathiar University, Coimbatore. Presently, she is working as a Deputy Manager, Talent Management, Kone Elevator India Private Limited, Chennai. Previously, she was associated with Michelin Private Limited, Chennai, Polaris Software Lab, Chennai. She is passionate public speaker, motivational coach, master trainer, and has delivered multiple sessions across numerous educational institutions working towards bridging the industry institute gap. She got Working Women Achiever Award in 2019 and Phoenix Women Award for the manufacturing sector. She is certified in personality and preference inventory assessment and 360-degree assessment for Cubics, Finland. She is certified learning and development manager, instructional designer, master trainer, and facilitator from Carlton Advanced Management Institute and World HR Board. On behalf of Mechanical Department and my own behalf, I would like to invite Dr. R. Gayathri ma'am to carry over the session.
Thank you, madam, for those kind words and nice intro. Well, as you can see the screen, this is me, a simple me, a strong-willed woman, a passionate HR, and all those stuff which I have mentioned in my slide. So this is a simple me. Whatsoever she has read about me, more than that, I am a passionate HR and would like to reach out students to bridge the gap between the industry and the academia. That is the reason when the department approached me through our HR director of Kone, Mr. MP Saravanan. I was glad that he gave us the opportunity to address these students. So thank you so much, Saravanan, for the opportunity. And yesterday, I had another colleague of mine who had his session on resume building. So I think this session would be apt for the students to design their respective resume in a much effective way. So before we get into the session in detail, as Madam had highlighted, right? So this session is going to give you, the inputs, how you could increase your cash in order to increase your cash in hand, right? So the cash in your mental bank balance is going to increase your cash in your bank, right? So how is it? It's very easy and it's so excited to hear, but it's not that easy to execute in our lives. So let us see how we will have to do it. And if you have any questions, maybe I would request the faculty to address as and when appropriate based on the comments which you receive in the chat box, so that accordingly I can address it, right? So who wants to be a millionaire? So everybody, I think I can imagine people are smiling. Yes, almost everyone would say that yes, I am aiming, I am dreaming to be a millennial, right? Yes, but for that, I think we need to really work hard and smart, right? So let me give you some simple mantra of how you could increase your cash in your mental bank balance so that your cash in your bank balance is improved, right? So for that, my dear students, first you need to do a SWOT analysis. So what is the SWOT analysis? I'm sure if you have heard of this term and have understood, this is a very powerful tool to do a self introspection of where you stand, of assessing yourself, right? So do a SWOT analysis of what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. I would rather say it as areas of improvement. What are your opportunities available around you? How you could make the best use of it? And what are the threats? How are you going to build on your strengths so that you can avoid the threats, right? Because everything is interlinked. So once you do this SWOT analysis of yourself, you will easily understand what your cash balance is in your mental bank, right? So to start with, K, the knowledge base. So what is the knowledge base? How do you gain all this? The theoretical concepts which you study at college, or you browse, you get to know about certain new things which are trending into the job market, right? What are the uh, different sources you can do, like e-learnings, right? And you have a lot of online certifications which are available in various educational portals now, especially in this lockdown phase, stay at home, work from home, study at home. You have a lot of ample of education portals which are providing free access to materials. Earlier you had to register and access, but now you have a lot of information available wherein you can develop and increase your knowledge base. Are you doing it? Do a self introspection, my dear students, right? Because that is very much required. Right now, we all are sailing in the same boat. We are in the phase of preparation. It's not a vacation. It's not a vacation for you, my dear students. And I'm not here to say any textbook yarn or any bookish thing. This is the reality. If you want to survive, if you want to come out of this and stand as a unique personality, you need to improve your cash. And for that, the first thing, as you can see on the screen, is to increase your knowledge base, right? So start working on it. How you can do? You have different ways of learning, right? So one of the ways I have told you, start self-learning. Okay, individual learning is a powerful tool, and you have ample of time now. You cannot say that I am busy, right? You have ample of time to do self-learning, right? So do a self-assessment and start learning the concepts, right? Next, what is your attitude? You need to also see that are you having a positive attitude or positive outlook of how you see things. I've been receiving a lot of queries from the students, even from the faculties, even from my friends, right? Terms of like there is a fear. Will I get a job? Will I survive in my present job? Yes, if you have the confidence in yourself and if you can prove that, yes, I am the one who will be the most wanted, definitely that attitude of yours will take you to great heights, because that is a self motivated approach wherein you need to keep yourself motivated on your own. Never wait for the others to give you a push, right? So yes, if you have such opportunities wherein people give you such motivation, good. If not, be on your own. Push yourself hard. Have a positive outlook. And for all this, self-confidence plays a vital role, right? If you have confidence in yourself, automatically the employers will have confidence in you and the interviewers will also have confidence. If you do not have the confidence in your own skill set or in your own knowledge base, how are you going to prove yourself? right? So be positive, keep yourself self-motivated, right? And be extra creative and keep learning. Do a lot of self-learning. As I told you, this is a preparation phase, right? This is a preparation phase, a typical preparation phase. Okay, a beautiful example I could give for this is, how a caterpillar, transforms into a beautiful butterfly, right? It's very difficult. It's very difficult. The metamorphosis phase from a cocoon, it struggles like anything. But when it comes out as a beautiful butterfly, colorful butterfly, it feels so happy, doesn't give up, right? So we all, in order to evolve as a beautiful butterfly, we are all in a cocoon right now. So this is the preparation phase. Focus on on improving your knowledge base and focus on having a positive attitude. Okay, give a deaf ear to everyone who tries to demotivate you. Just keep yourself surrounded by positive people who try to push you that yes, you can, right? So that is important. This is another example. Eagle. Be as an eagle, right? Aim for it. Okay, aim for to fly high, because problem, yes, be it COVID-19 or any other problem, problems are a part of life, but we need to come, out of it. That's what shows how strong are you in your attitude, right? How strong are you to face those challenges? That's important, with a smiling face. You need to be strong enough and face the challenges. That will create a difference. And your attitude is the one which will show that you are a unique individual. You are a unique candidate, for the future job which you're looking out for, right? So what is the next? The next mental bank balance which you need to check is, are you multi-skilled? Right? Are you multi-skilled? I'm very specific on multi-skilled, not just skilled, but multi-skilled. Why? Why am I stressing this? Because what you are studying now may become obsolete in the upcoming. Maybe if students, the first year or second year, third year are in the session, by the time you graduate, the concepts, okay, and which you have studied would have much upgraded versions, right? So you need to be updated with the latest technologies, right? So for that, you need to keep on learning, right? And why am I saying that you should be multi-skilled, right? Because if you say that I'm a mechanical guy, right, you cannot say that I don't know anything about the electrical side. You need to know the, how it works. Similarly, from the IT front, you need to know what are the digital skills which is required to have a combination of your mechanical, concepts to come out as a, a multi-skilled person. You cannot just restrain yourself saying that I am a mechanical engineer, I would be restricted only to this domain. You need to have an open mindset up to learn the different, concepts in various domains, so that you can stand out of the crowd as a prospective candidate, and you will also have a much wider acceptability by the employers, right? So, earlier you need to be unique, you need to prove yourself. All these were, a sort of one of the criteria. But now, being unique is a cultural norm. You need to possess it in order to survive, right? So even before this COVID-19 had struck, the digital wave, right, was, we had so many like Industry 4.0 conferences happening across. So individuals or institutions or organization, if they would have, taken this and integrated in their systems, or even individuals, if you are already strong in your digital skills, definitely, this wouldn't be a challenge for you now. right? Because now I can see many institutions, faculty members, okay, students are, struggling to, even connect uh, and, attend such webinars. Like some of those don't know, like even for me, for example, this is my 15th session. I have taken a lot of sessions in person in colleges, and I have addressed many students, but virtually webinar, this is where I have also started learning, right? This is another learning experience. I cannot say that, no, I cannot do a webinar. I will only stick to the mode of addressing students face to face. That is not going to happen, right? Because social distancing, okay, and all this is going to prevail in the future for a couple of months or years. So if we have to accustom and adapt ourselves, you need to become multi-skilled. You need to at least gain the basic knowledge of how you need to have a combination of digital skills plus your specific domain, and how it's going to help you out to come out, as a final result which you're looking out for. So become multi-skilled. Don't just stick to your domain. Try to be more curious in learning other skills as well. That will take you to great heights, right? So apart from the technical skills, when you are doing the SWOT analysis, have a clear understanding what your soft skills are, what your technical skills are, right? So because hard skills, soft skills, we say the soft skills is the one which is, really hard and which is difficult to, really work on it, right? Even the technical skills, that is, the hard skills, are easy. I don't say that it's that easy. Yes, you need to work, but you can imbibe and you will be able to work on it. But when it comes to soft skills, you really need to do it in a gradual way. You need to work on it, right? So just before the interview, or just before you join a specific company or so, you cannot just improve your soft skills, right? So you need to work on it gradually and start it from today. So start it from today. You have ample of time. So these are some important skills which as an individual you will have to improvise. Curiosity, I was telling you, right? So curiosity, start asking why. Just don't focus on by hearting a specific concept and just writing it in the exam and getting marks. Understand what that concept is, right? And start asking why. Why is it? Start applying it, because application is very, very important, right? That will help you to stand out as a unique candidate, right? Take initiation, take the lead, right? Be agile, flexible enough. Whatever situation you are, try to come out as, a phoenix bird, right? Try to come out as a phoenix bird. Rise, come out of it, bounce back. Don't just stick to, the thoughts like, what am I going to do? Because this is one is waste of time. You're just trying to depress yourself rather than preparing yourself. Have that confidence, whatever the situation is, I can do it. I will come out of it. If you have that attitude, you're very agile, definitely you can face it, right? So be agile and adapt to the situation. Critical thinking, problem solving, all this will, help you. Or try to, you know, practice on n number of aptitude tests. This is the right time, because any industry or any company you apply for, right? You have a one of the step which you would be going through as part of your interview process would be to cover up your to do your aptitude test, right? So work on these skills, that is important. Oral and written communication is very important as well. So for example, if you clear the technical round, you have another round wherein you need to speak to the hiring manager, technical manager, HR interviews. For all this, presentation is important, right? So work on your communication skills. Communication, one more, the myth generally students have, right? Communication is not just talking in English, right? Communication is you will have to convey what you're thinking thoughts are in a very clear way to the other person, that it may be the interviewer, right? If you're attending an interview, so that is communication. And the medium through which you're communicating is the language, that is English language, right? So work on your language skills in a decent way. Okay, no need of high-fi words. Every day, try to understand a new word. What is its meaning? So if you take one word each day and learn on it, 365 days, you can learn 365 new words. You can increase your vocabulary, right? And you can use it at the appropriate time, right? So work on these oral as well as written communication skills. Next is networking. It's a very, very important skill. What is networking? I am sure, my dear students, you all would be active in Facebook. You all would be active in, Instagram, right? But just imagine the 1,000 or 2,000 plus friend requests you have. How many of them have really helped you out in terms of your professional development or supporting you? Just give a thought. When you're doing the SWOT analysis, try to think on all these things, right? Are they just popping up in your friends list, okay, network, or are they really supporting you? Because the actual networking is, the meaning is, you need to reach out to the right people, right? If you want to develop in your career, try to reach out to the right people who will help you out. It may be a technical, from the technical aspect, if you want to learn, or anything, right? If you want to get motivated, if you want to have get some positive experiences, knowledge sharing, try to connect with such people. How can you do? LinkedIn is a very, nice portal, professional portal, wherein you can have your profile in it and do the right networking with the right people. Reach out to people, industry experts, start discussions, write blogs, right? If you have any questions, start off. That's the actual networking which you'll have to focus in terms of your, developing your career wise from now onwards. Okay, it doesn't mean you're in the first year or second year or third year. Okay, I still have time. Let me complete my engineering and then I'll create my profile. No. Start it from today, right? There is always a time for preparation, and this is the best time. So have a LinkedIn profile, because many of the recruiters are also using LinkedIn as a way. Yes, still the Naukri and other job portals exist, but LinkedIn is a powerful way wherein you can network and you can connect with many, useful expert people across the world, right? So have a profile in it, be active in it, right? That's more important. Brand yourself in it, right? That these are the skills which you need to possess. You may be technically expert, right? You may be a very good, outstanding rank holder, but if you want to create the visibility and if you want to brand yourself as a unique prospective candidate, these are certain skills which will help you to get the right in the right place, right? So that's important. So collaborate as much as you can and have the right networking kind of people. Next is accessing and analyzing information. See, right now data is available like anything in internet. So if you just, this is right now a blessing for all of us, right? So without this gadget or the laptop, we wouldn't be connecting with each other right now, right? But you need to use it in the right way. You get ample of data, which is being circulated in uh, WhatsApp or any other platform, but you need to validate and then work on it. Similarly, I was telling you about e-learnings, certifications, a lot of courses available. Just because my friend has done this course, okay, he has taken out this course, he has worked on it, அவங்க போட்டுட்டாங்க இந்த image LinkedInல, I also need to work on this and put. அத மாதிரி பண்ணாதீங்க. Do a SWOT analysis, as I told you. That is the first step. What is your area of interest, where you want to develop, right? There may be n number of information, n number of courses which is applicable for you, which will take you to the next level. Analyze it, do a research on it, and then work on it. That's important. Just because someone has done it, it doesn't mean that you have to complete it, right? Okay. So, and one more thing, getting a certification is not enough. It's just an entry pass. It's just an entry pass. But you need to really know the in-depth, knowledge on that specific topic which you have done the certification, right? And you need to be practically, knowledgeable. That is important. Certifications or else will be just like another, photocopy, or, in a photo frame hanging on the wall. That's it, right? So if you want to be a certified person, and if you want to create value out of it, practical exposure and how to apply it is important, right? That is where right now we feel students are lacking, right? So please work. Opportunities are, available like anything. Okay, don't have that fear. Opportunity is really, what will happen? No, make yourself as a right candidate. That's more important. So these are the ways. It's not easy, my dear students. You need to work for it. You need to work for it in the right way. That's where I say you need to work hard and also in a smart way, right? So do the right courses which will help you to give wider acceptability in the job market. Do a research on the different companies which you aim for pertaining to your domain or branch. And if you feel this is a company you have dreamt for, go and analyze the skills, right? So I represent Kone. I would also be showing the upcoming slides how, if you dream to have a career with Kone, how you could prepare yourself from now on. So maybe in the upcoming slides I will definitely be showing you. So these are certain samples which I have shared. See, I feel that, guys, students, you are all really skilled at getting information from the internet than us, right? Wherever, whatever courses, enga free kadakidhu, which book we can download, which is a site, but you need to use in the right way. These are just samples, like Simply Learn. There is one nice website wherein you can go and learn a lot of new technologies. You have access to free ebooks wherein you can download in terms of blockchain technology or artificial intelligence, IoT, right? All these are trending technologies, right? So if you want to learn it, go. Okay, just Google, you will get all the stuff. But you need to spend time and really focus and learn on it. That's important, right? Next, it's a very important parameter in order to increase your cash in hand. Be it any activity, okay, in your life, which you want to do it, if you want to succeed in it, you need to do regularly. And for that, developing the habit of doing it regularly is very, very important, right? So that is the concept of H, habit, right? So if you want to have more wealth, right, in your mental bank balance as well as in your cash in hand, you need to make learning, I would stress at this point of time, especially for the student community, make learning as a habit, right? Focus on it daily. Okay, allot your time, your routine for the day, focus on it to make learning as a habit. That will take you to great heights, right? Because this, investment which you put yourself in, right, in terms of learning as a habit will give you, unimaginable interest. It's not going to hurt you for lifetime. If not now, at least at a later point of time, it will help you out for sure. It will help you out. It's never going to hurt you at any point of time. So make learning as a habit. Here, I would like to highlight one thing which had really inspired me personally. There is a famous author, right, named Stephen Covey, right? If you have read that book, named 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. One of the key learning or takeaway from that is it takes 21 days. It takes 21 days to develop a habit. So we are in the lockdown phase 3 and very soon lockdown 4.0. So in the first phase, 21 days, this is what really, uh, struck me, right? Why don't we use this time to create certain nice things as a habit which will remain or stay with us for lifetime, right? So plan your day accordingly. And in one part of the day, take a learning and make learning as a habit. That will, give you, what to say, a lifelong, one of the best decision you have made, which will give you ample of opportunities and without any expectation, automatically you will be rewarded. Because as I told you, the interest which you will get for making learning as a habit is unimaginable. The first slide which I told you, right? Do you want to become a millionaire? Yes, you can, right? So make learning as a habit. That will take you to great heights. Okay, so now you would have understood what this cash concept is, right? So to increase your cash, I've already highlighted, focus on your knowledge, improving your knowledge, and also focus on sharing your knowledge. That is also important. Focus on sharing your knowledge, because once you learn and when you teach back or share it, you tend to, become more expert in it, right? The more you learn and the more you start teaching and give back to others, you become an expert in it, right? So learn, focus, and also share your knowledge. Have the right attitude, work on becoming a multi-skilled individual, and make learning as a habit. So once you have all this and you have the right ample of, mental bank balance, automatically you will be getting calls from employers. Or when you apply, you will be the most wanted candidate, right? So let me take you through, our company. If you want to really, uh, look out for a job with Kone, right? What are the career opportunities we provide? And I'm glad to share with you, because being a mechanical company, we have very good opportunities for freshers, which pops up at times, okay, for our factory as well as for our India Technology Engineering Center, which is the only R&D center in India, right? So if you want to have a career with us, let me take you through it, how you need to start preparing for it, right? So before that, let me give you a quick overview of what Kone does, who we are, right? So our mission is to improve the flow of urban life, and we are a global leader in the elevator and the escalator industry, and we develop solutions that makes the people's urban journeys safer, easier, and more comfortable, right? So that's our mission. And this is how, and this is what we do, right? So we provide world-class services and innovative solutions for smooth people flow in and between buildings. So that's where, we have the planning team designing, we build it, and we also operate, maintain, and modernize, right? So if you want to be a part of this prestigious Kone team, right? What are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to prepare for yourself? Let me take you through, right? So we are spread across 60, more than 60 countries across the globe, right? And in India, we have the only factory here in Chennai, right? And as I told you, we also have the R&D unit center, which is at Ambattur. Okay, we are located at Ambattur. and we are the only R&D facility in India located here, right? So we are an innovation leader. So uh, these are some naming technologies we have worked on for Kone monospace, machine roomless elevator, Kone ultra rope, high-rise hoisting technology, intelligent equipment and personalized services. And we are ranked among the world's most innovative companies, right? So, and we also have the award-winning designs, right? So we have always been bagging awards in terms of, and even recently in the Red Dot Design Award, we have bagged n number of awards in terms of design, right? So for this, if you want to part our team, this is a great place to work. And here I would also like to highlight that this year we have been certified from the Great Place to Work Institute, right, as one of top organizations, and we are a Great Place to Work certified organization. So if you want to work with us, right, these are the skill sets which you would need to possess and which you need to work on it, right? So whatever I had told you, the cash, the knowledge, skill set, and so this is an opportunity. This is just a sample job description which I'm sharing with you. So you can actually follow our careers, Kone careers page, and also our LinkedIn page. Okay, our recruiters keep posting as and when the talent acquisition team works on any fresher openings, they post in the LinkedIn as well as on the Kone careers page. So you can follow it. But this is just a quick, overview of how, you need to prepare yourself if you're aspiring for a mechanical design engineering role at Kone. So if you see whatever I had highlighted, right, everything is mentioned here, right? At Kone, okay, what are the key activities as a mechanical designer we expect, right? If you see the key activities which I have jotted down, right, you need to design the solution, okay, based on the specification which has been agreed with the customers, right? For that team, if you're working as a designer, you need to create the designs, or you need to fit the designs as per the template, okay, exactly as per the customer requirements, right? So for this, right, AutoCAD, right, AutoCAD, Creo knowledge is important. Not just knowledge, you need to also be an expert, and you need to really apply that knowledge or certification which you have in Creo or AutoCAD, and you need to apply in that and fit. Because what we feel is, we get a lot of resumes from students who are certified, right? But when we ask them to do the tool test, they are not able to create a simple design when we give them, right? So what is the reason? The reason is the application of what you have learned. To start applying and start working on the knowledge which you have gained. That will help you to get the right job, or for the job which you dream for, right? So application is very, very important. So passing the tool test is very much required. So for that, two important skill set which we look out for are AutoCAD and Creo, right? So these teams, right, work closely, with the different departments, as you have seen in the sample job description, right? So the first team, that is the customer, engineering department, they work with the customers and try to understand what their requirements are, and try to design accordingly, right? So you need to really focus on the requirements of the customers. That's more important, right? So if you have the right skill set, okay, wherein you can do it perfectly, if you're an expert in it with strong design skills in manufacturing processes related, you will be in demand, right? You will be in demand, right? So focus on it, right? So Creo 4.0 and above is what we look out for. So one more thing which I would like to highlight, if you have all this certification, right, when you're mentioning it in the resume, whatever you know, please mention it. If not, not just for the sake of getting your resume shortlisted, you mention blah blah, and when during the interview, when you come across, you know, you do not have any knowledge nor the basic understanding about that, will create a negative impact. Your resume will not be shortlisted even next time, right? Maybe after 6 months when you reapply. So please be genuine enough in just mentioning the skills, in mentioning, the skill set which you actually possess. Okay, because there's no point in just ensuring that your resume is shortlisted, and once we call you in person, or when we ask you to do the tool test, you have no knowledge on it, right? Because my friend has mentioned that in my resume, I am mentioning it. No, please don't do that. If you have the a real skill set which we are looking out for in that specific JD, be genuine enough and then highlight that during the interview, right? So that's more important. Apart from this, even if you have cleared your tool test, your technical round, we also focus on, uh, you know, uh, on HR interview aspects also, because attitude is where would be checked on, right? So that's what I told you. Knowledge, skills, yes, important, but at the same time, attitude is also important. Are you flexible enough, okay, to adapt, okay, to the learning, to the environment, to the culture of the organization? Also plays a vital role, right? So have a positive attitude, be flexible, agile enough, okay, and more adaptable, so that that will take you to the right place, right? So this is what is, it's just for the mechanical designer a sample, but at Kone, except for civil, we have opportunities for all the domains, be it mechanical or triple E, electrical, electronics and communication. As and when we have opportunities for freshers, you can follow our Kone careers page and apply accordingly. If the job description suits your skill set, okay, your interest, yes, Kone is a great place to work, right? You can have a career with us, right? So kone.com/careers, you can bookmark this, and you can follow this, and you can also follow our LinkedIn page, Kone, right? And any company, right? Any company which you're applying for, be it Kone or any other company, industry which you're planning to apply, my my suggestion would be, it is highly recommended you do a research on it, because there should be a proper match based on your interest and where you're applying for, or else the gap would develop, and that would create a lot of confusion, and that will not take you to an interesting place where you want to work, right? So it's not only the JD, but you also need to do a research on what that company is, what it provides, right? That's more important. So just because my placement officer or somebody has shared, okay, let me chalo go apply for this interview. No, do a research before you are even applying for that interview by sending out your resume. If you really, are really eligible or really dream for to work in that specific organization, if you feel that you would be suitable, please do a research and then apply, right? Or else it will be a total surprising element when you go in for an interview. Oh, இப்படியெல்லாம் இருக்கா, இப்படி எதிர்பார்க்கறாங்களா? So don't get that surprising, shocking element at that point of time during the interview, right? So do a research before even you go for the interview or you apply for that specific job, right? That's more important. So now, having said all this, what's your USP, my dear friends? Right? So if you want to sell yourself, right, you need to have some uniqueness. right? Because the openings are available, but it may be limited, right? And supply is like anything. So if you want to be highlighted, right? And if you want to stand unique, you need to have some USP. What is your USP? Try to understand that. எதுவுமே இல்ல மேடம், எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு திறமை இருக்கு, right? If you want to get noticed, if you want to really stand out, எனக்கு என்ன திறமை இருக்கு? You have to search out that answer within yourself. And for that, I have told you, do a SWOT analysis. நீங்க யாரு? உங்களோட interest என்ன? உங்களோட திறமைகள் என்ன? What is your strengths? Work on it, build on it, right? And what is the gap where I need to improve? Focus on that and work on it actively, consciously. Because if you don't work on your areas of improvement, that will get converted into a threat. So நீங்களே உங்களுக்கு ஆப்பு வைக்க போறீங்களா in your language, right? To have a more connectivity. No, never do that. You cannot hurt yourself, right? So if you want to really feel good, and if you want to feel proud of yourself, start working on your areas of improvement and build on your strengths, right? So that you can make the best use of opportunity, right? And never say no for any opportunity which comes across your way. Any, நீங்க ஸ்டார்டிங்லயே ஒரு பெரிய கம்பெனில போகணும், ஒரு சின்ன வேலை கிடைச்சிருக்கா, okay, a startup job, start it off, gain experience, right? And then for some, they could directly come to top MNC. For some, they could gain experience, start from a small company, gain experience, and then you can shift to a bigger organization. So for everyone, there is a way. So don't get disappointed that if not here, வேற இடத்துல நான் போனோமா, அங்க கிடைக்குமா. Don't have this confusion. Don't just confuse yourself. Be ready and be open for any opportunity. And as freshers, it's a kind suggestion, never focus on the monetary aspect. Your expectation is to learn and develop yourself and become an expert, much more expert, so that you will be much more in demand in the job market, right? So learning is more important. The initial years, the first 2 to 3 years, you need to just focus on learning, right? Just focus, because coming to a corporate environment will be new for you. You need to understand that. You need to learn, right? You need to gain that experience. That will give you much more confidence, and then you can demand, right? No need to demand. In fact, you would get calls, because there are so many. That's what I'm saying. If you have the right technology, right skill set which is required in the market, you would be getting a VIP boarding pass. கூப்பிட்டு வர வைப்பாங்க, right? But அதுக்கு நீங்க உங்களை prepare பண்ணிக்கணும். Preparation is the only way, is the key to success, right? No other shortcut, right? So be unique. And now sit and introspect after this webinar. Madam, இவ்வளவு ஏதோ சொன்னாங்க, நம்ம மென்டல் பேங்க் பேலன்ஸ்ல எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? உட்கார்ந்து யோசி. Sit and think. Spend out time for yourself. What is your cash balance? Right? If you want to become a millionaire, increase your cash balance in your mental bank. Right? And if you are in the final years or pre-final years, improve your cash balance and start doing a research about the companies. If நான் கோனை பத்தி சொல்லிருக்கேனா, போய் பாருங்க. Go to the website. What is it in depth? Right? In depth. What is it into? Start, go to the LinkedIn website. Watch out what are the different ways. இப்போ இருக்கிற காலகட்டத்தில் how Kone is in. See, yesterday we had we broadcasting a TV a commercial, right? So wherein we are really serving the hospitals at this point of time. So in the mari latest இப்போ இருக்கிற காலகட்டத்தில் how companies are transforming, how they are focusing and catering the customers needs, and how you can contribute for that. So in the madri you should start thinking, connect the dots, right? Connect the dots. So you need to be creative, and You need to do a clear research on whatever. Just don't say this is my query, this is my question, nobody is there to answer me. You have this blessing with you. Instead of just focusing on Facebook, யார் எவ்வளவு லைக்ஸ் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, ஓகே அதுவும் பண்ணலாம், பட் அதே சமயம் அதை பாசிட்டிவாவும் யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க, ரைட்? So focus and do a research on the company. That will help you to start preparing on the right skills, right? And now I'm also going to give a prescription for you to develop this cash, improve your cash balance in your mental bank. The only way is to cure yourself is cross skilling, upskilling, reskilling and expert skilling. Short. இதுவரையில் நான் சொன்னது வந்து இது எல்லாமே ஒரு கியூர். ஸோ நீங்க உங்களை கியூர் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா ஒரே வழி, உங்களால மட்டும்தான் பண்ண முடியும். only you can do it. Cross skill yourself. Cross skillனா என்ன? நான் சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, நான் என்னோட டொமைன்ல மட்டும் தான் நான் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணுவேன், அப்படி ஒரு எண்ணம் வைக்காம start focusing on what others do, right? I mean, for example, I am a HR, right? It doesn't mean that I should start only focusing on HR. I can also start learning on AI, right? How to incorporate artificial intelligence in recruitment. We have, in fact, our team has done a wonderful thing in terms of AI chat box. So when the virtual or interview ninga form fill pandringna, chat box will be interacting with you. So back end la this AI technology. So right now, all the organization individuals have to start combining the digital skills along with your core. You cannot just say that this is different, this is different. You have to collaboratively work. So for that, cross-skilling yourself is important, right? That will also give you a wider acceptability, right? Upskill. Unga area la, unga domain la, upgrade yourself. So that is upskilling. Reskilling, right? அதே conventional method la na இப்படிதான் இருப்பேன் அப்படின்னு இல்லாம, you have to come out of it, have a broader attitude, reskill yourself, adapt, be more agile. For example, அப்போ நான் டைபிஸ்டா இருந்தேன், நான் கம்ப்யூட்டர்லயே நான் ஒர்க் பண்ண மாட்டேன்னா அப்படி இருந்தாங்கன்னா, will they would have got such jobs? No. So they had to reskill. அப்போவே reskilling. So at any phase of life, right, you need to reskill if you want to improve. You cannot just stick as per the trends. You need to keep changing if you want to be the talk of the town, right? If you want to be the talk of the town, if you want to be the unique person, right? If you want to stand out of the crowd, you need to focus on all this. And expert skilling, right? Students, fresher, நிறைய பேர் கேக்குறாங்க, மேடம் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்னு சொல்றாங்க, நான் என்னதான் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ், எனக்கு வேலை கொடுத்தாதானே நான் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்னு நான் சொல்ல முடியும். No, my dear students, that is wrong. You can talk about a lot of things in the interview as a fresher. Talk about what sort of internships you have done, right? What sort of activities you have taken the lead. That's an experience. That's an expertise which you have proved in your college days. Adha patti pesunga. How you have taken leads to start up like hackathons in your respective colleges or intercollegiate conferences, sessions. அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய விஷயங்கள் நீங்க பண்ணிருப்பீங்க. So அந்த மாதிரி experiences share பண்ணுங்க. That will show that you are an experienced fresher, right? So fresher na நீங்க ஒரு job ல போய் தான் experience வாங்கணும்னு இல்ல, my dear students. உங்களோட phase of student life la, what are your experiences? How you have been as a unique candidate or unique student? What are your key skills? How you have projected and portrayed it? Adha patti solunga, right? And how you have gone extra mile than you're just reading your textbooks or notes. Adha tavarthu neenga vera ennala senjirkeenga, certifications, how you have gained knowledge in other things also, adalla solunga interview la, right? So that is how you can create visibility in the interviewer and gain the confidence of the interviewer, right? See, my dear friends, cracking an interview is not at all a tough job, right? Or a simple question, tell me about yourself. நீங்க எக்ஸ்பர்ட்டா இருக்கணுமா, உங்களை பத்தி தான் நீங்க எக்ஸ்பர்ட்டா இருக்கணும். நீங்க யாரு, உங்களை பத்தி நீங்க தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். But how many students tell a proper answer for that? Give a reply to that? No. Many students, when I address, they say, ma'am, என்ன பதில் சொல்லலாம்? நான் எப்படி உங்களை பத்தி கேட்ட ஒரு கேள்விக்கு நான் எப்படி பதில் சொல்ல முடியும்? I can only tell about myself. It is you. I can only tell you the way how you can understand yourself, but it is only you, my dear friends. You need to introspect. You need to tell in what area you are expert, right? So please share your expertise, your experience in the interview, rather than just telling a monotonous உங்க ரெஸ்யூம்ல என்னெல்லாம் இருக்கோ அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு தெரியும். அந்த ஜாதகத்தை மறுபடியும் சொல்லாதீங்க. நீங்க யாரு, tell me about yourself. No, உங்களோட strengths பத்தி சொல்லுங்க, உங்களோட achievements பத்தி சொல்லுங்க, உங்களோட experiences, how you have worked in your college, how you have collaborated with the different stakeholders, departments in the college, how you have really contributed to different projects which is organized. Andha patti solunga, right? So that's more important. That is what I'm saying. Become an expert in it. Na first semester la padichen, na vandu the final semester la padikala, adanal indha concept enakku theriyala. This is a very lame excuse, my dear friends. If you have mentioned that this is my area of expert, you need to become an expert in it, not just aragora or 50-50 cat on the wall madri irukka kodadu. Expert, எனக்கு இதுதான் area of interest அப்படின்னா focus on it. Try to have a rating. ஒரு 5 scale வந்து I am a 4, அந்த கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா ஒரு ரேட்டிங் கொடுங்க அந்த ஸ்கில் செட்டுக்கு. That will help you to stand out, you know, as a very most wanted candidate, right? உங்களை தேடி வருவாங்க employers, right? So the only cure is, my dear students, you need to cure yourself, and this is the preparation phase. Cross skill, start upskilling, start reskilling, and expert skilling. Only way. And how you need to do it, what you need to do it, அது எல்லாமே சொல்லிருக்கேன். உங்களுக்கும் தெரியும், உங்க டொமைன்ல நீங்க தான் கிங். But அது உட்கார்ந்து you should start improvising, right? So the more you learn and the more you have learning as a habit, automatically ungala thedi varum, right? You will start earning more. Earning in the sense not in terms of cash, but also in terms of name. You will become popular in your area of expert, right? So make learning as a habit and take it as a, you know, a sort of pledge, right? In the phase now the learning as a student, learning வந்து ஒரு habit-ஆ நான் வந்து focus பண்ணிருக்கேன் அப்படின்னு make learning as a habit, right? And this is a very nice quote from Dale Carnegie. நம்ம வந்து ரொம்ப யோசிச்சுட்டு கவலைப்பட்டுட்டே இருக்கோம், right? நேத்திக்கு சில பேர் வந்து இன்னைக்கு பத்தி ஏதோ கவலைப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க, நாளைக்கு எப்படி இருக்க போகுது அப்படின்னு. So you would have worried yesterday, right? So yesterday வந்து is the tomorrow, which is actually today, right? That is, remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. So stop worrying, instead start preparing, right? That is important. So preparation should be the focus of this phase. And just to connect with you all, right? As you can see the screen, I'm not a fan of anyone, but just thought that this would be you know, one to highlight it apt for the situation of preparation. If you want to come out as a masterpiece of yourself, my dear friends, you need to start sculpting yourself from today. எவ்வளவோ தடங்கள் வரும், எவ்வளவோ challenges, எவ்வளவோ பேச்சு வரும். நீ எல்லாம் வந்து எதுக்கும் உதவாத, உனக்கெல்லாம் வேலை கிடைக்க போதா அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. சொல்லட்டும். Don't be bothered of such talks. Your focus should be that yes, I can do it. Each and every nanosecond, each and every minute, each and every hour, each and every day, your focus should be to sculpt yourself to come out as a masterpiece, a unique masterpiece, right? So you need to decide your future. If you want to get the future job, irrespective of any challenges, my dear friends, post-COVID, எந்த சேலஞ்சா இருந்தாலும் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் இருக்கும். மேபி தேர் வுட் பி லிமிட்டெட், பட் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் இருக்கும். அந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிக்கு நீங்க நம்பர் ஒன் கேண்டிடேட்டா இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா யூ ஷுட் பி த டான். If you want to become the Billa Don, you have to start crafting yourself, sculpting yourself. So உங்களோட mental cash balance increase பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருங்க. You will become the Don and you will be the most wanted candidate. Right? So with that, I would like to conclude my talk. And I'm thankful once again to the management of PSNA College and MP Saravanan, our HR Director of Kone India Elevator Private Limited, for giving me this opportunity to address the students, because this has been my passion. I feel being a HR, it's not just sharing whatever opportunities are there, but it's also my personal responsibility to groom the students as well. With that thing in mind, I never say no when there is something, in terms of student development. That has always been my passion. And during webinars, I've always tried to focus, even on Saturdays, Sundays, whenever I get a request, I've been addressing students, because I feel, maybe how many of you are watching here, at least one or two of the student gets inspired. And if there is a positive change, and if he is able to create a career out of it, that would be the success, right? That would be the success and pride for my organization as well, right? So, and also one thing which I believe, right now we say, break the chain. We have to make the chain, to break the chain, social distancing. But one request from my side, which I believe is, never break the chain to inspire others, my dear friends. உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது ஒரு விஷயம் உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்குன்னா இந்த வெபினார்ல, try to highlight that and share it and inspire others, because the need of the hour is to stay motivated and not to be in fear or in the panic mode, right? So if we are inspired and if we are motivated and if we are confident, definitely whatsoever challenges are there, right, you can emerge as a successful candidate, right? So never lose hope. Thank you so much once again for this opportunity. This is my LinkedIn and Facebook page for any further support. Okay, professionally, if you want to have any inputs or for any guidance, you can reach out. I would be glad to support you, my dear students. And this is a small chain, I told you, right? Hashtag GR Inspirations. I use it for all my sessions, for my student development sessions. So if you feel something has really touched you and inspired you, right, in any way from my session, you can hashtag this in your respective post. Thank you so much. Over to the students for any questions.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your dissemination of information about the KASH and KONE and the importance of SWOT analysis. There are questions from the students. One of the question is, what are the basic course knowledge expected from the mechanical graduates from KONE for placements?
Yes, I think I've already shared you. From the mechanical students' point of view, first thing is have basic knowledge. நீங்க படிக்கிற subjects conceptsல strong இருங்க, because during the interview we see many students who give lame excuses, right? இத நான் இந்த செமஸ்டர்ல படிச்சேன், அந்த செமஸ்டர்ல படிச்சேன், இந்த செமஸ்டர் கதையே வேண்டாம், right? If you know this, if you are a mechanical engineer, you are supposed to know the basic concepts. So knowing the basic concepts is important, right? Second thing is AutoCAD and Creo is, are the tool knowledge which we expect for certain skill sets which we expect from the mechanical engineers, especially for fresher positions. So not just certification, but you need to be practically good at it, so that in your tool test you can clear it, right? So first you'll have an aptitude test, then you will have to clear this tool test. So that is where the challenge is. That's what I highlighted it, right? If you are asked to replicate a design or give a specific design for a specific thing. For example, if you need to design like opening a door, it's a basic thing. Don't become stressed or really tensed. Focus what you know and do it during the interview, because basic things itself we find that students are not able to design, right? So focus on your AutoCAD designing skills and Creo skills. Become an expert in it, so that even as a fresher you can fetch a job. And one more thing which I would like to highlight, if there are some female students in the group watching this session, you have wonderful opportunities, my dear Rasatis. கவலையே பட வேண்டாம், நிறைய ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இருக்கு from the diversity point of view. நான் எப்பவுமே வந்து ஐ மீன் இந்த சிங்கப்பெண்ணே இல்ல ராசாத்தி தான் ஹைலைட் பண்ணுவேன். தட் கிவ்ஸ் யூ ஒரு சென்ஸ் ஆஃப் ப்ரைட், ரைட்? உங்களாலையும் செய்ய முடியும். அதுவும் மெக்கானிக்கல்ல ஒரு பொண்ணு எடுத்திருக்கா அப்படின்னா நீங்க should stand out of the crowd, right? So for that, focus on this. If you have this skill set, definitely you have lot of opportunities, my dear students. Female students ku nariya opportunity irukku, right? So from the diversity point of view la nariya organization, enga organization liyo from Kone we are focusing and we are doing lot of initiatives to increase our diversity percentage, even from the factory setup and even in our R&D unit, right, which is at iTech. I still remember there was a team, okay, full of guys, reliability team, right, wherein the testing aspect and all is done in that specific department. We did not have many female candidates, but now we could see so many girls doing wonders in that team, right? So a lot of opportunities are available for you girls. So keep improving your skill set. So AutoCAD Creo la vandu neenga perfectionist or application oriented unga tool knowledge increase பண்ணுங்க, definitely you can crack it, right?
Thank you, ma'am. In your concern, what is the key point you need to select the students?
See, it's I would rather say it's not only in our organization, okay, but in all organization irrespective of it. First thing is you need to have the right skill set for the JD which we are looking out for. Second is attitude, right? Okay, you for 70% is the entry which we expect from freshers, right? 70 lend 99 or whatever it is, ninga rank holder, university rank holder, enna gold medalist, but if you are not having the right attitude, in spite of getting the highest mark 99% ஆனாலும் உங்களுக்கு attitude சரியில்லை அப்படின்னா கண்டிப்பா அந்த 70% candidate only will be selected if he is good, right? So marks, yes, matters, grade matters, but at the same time attitude matters, because we believe in having a very nice culture at Kone, right? So wherein knowledge sharing is encouraged like anything, wherein we learn a lot, and you need to be adapted enough to learn new technologies, right? So நீங்க என்னலாம் படிச்சீங்களோ unlearn பண்ணி மறுபடியும் you need to adapt yourself, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு attitude இருக்கணும், right? So you need to also possess the right competencies to implement whatever your skill set are. At the same time, you need to also be adaptive to the culture, right? So we believe in that. So having the right attitude is important. We also give a personality test, right? Even after you clear the technical round, initially you have aptitude, then tool test, then you have a technical interview, then you have an HR interview. So on the HR interview ku varthukku munadi we have this personality test which we ask the candidates to do, right? So based on that we conduct the HR interview. So நீங்க யோசிக்க கூடாதுன்னா டெக்னிக்கல் ரவுண்ட்ல கிளியர் பண்ணிட்டேனே ஏன் ஹெச்ஆர்ல என்ன வந்து, so there are different parameters. So having the right attitude is important. Just by saying I have a right attitude doesn't mean that you have a right. You need to prove, and you should have shown that in all your achievements or accomplishments which you have done, right? So that is more important.
Thank you, ma'am. Another question is, what is the product architecture of Kone?
What is the product architecture? You mean from the mechanical point of view, how the students would be really required to work on, right? That is what you meant.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
just let me give you a quick understanding. For example, from the mechanical designer point of view, அந்த JD பாத்தீங்க இல்லையா? So நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க அப்படின்னு உங்களுக்கு ஒரு டவுட் இருக்கும். நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்? டிசைனிங் பண்ணுவேனா என்ன பண்ணுவேன்? டிசைனிங் மட்டும் இல்ல, my dear friends. We have already the templates which is available from the global. நீங்க வந்து அது கரெக்ட்டா வந்து you need to use your expertise design skills and try to fit as per the customer requirements. So you need to map it accordingly and you need to fit it. That is where it's called as the CDE team solvo, right? So a CED team, so customer engineering. So you need to really understand the customer requirements and actually do it. So angada and the AutoCAD ungaloda skill set வந்து யூஸ்ஃபுல் ஆகும். So இதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன நடக்கும்? So once you design and you keep it everything ready, right, it goes to the order engineering team. So order engineering team வந்து என்ன செய்வாங்க? Order engineering சரி இதுதான் வந்து customer requirements, this is how it should look like. So இதுக்கு தேவையான components, இதுக்கு தேவையான என்னெல்லாம் தேவைப்படும்னு they use another tool. இதெல்லாமே கரெக்டா இருக்கா, அவைலபிளா இருக்கா before it goes for production, right? So again there the Creo tool is used and all the check is done, and that there you need to also have bit of electrical knowledge too, right? So you need to also collaborate with the different stakeholders, okay, and see that everything is available, right? In terms of the stock, check the stock, everything has to be done in an appropriate way. அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் வந்து அது வந்து the team production teamக்கு இந்த design கொடுத்து இதெல்லாம் கரெக்டா இருக்கு, அவைலபிளா இருக்கு, you need to give it. So don't just think you need to go and do it all physically. Yes, certain aspects there are different teams, but from your side as a mechanical designer team, using the Creo, using the AutoCAD, you need to ensure you map as per the customer requirements and also ensure with the internal organization stakeholders that they have the stock in, the required components in order to match that design, right? So that would be your role. So for all this, if you see, it's not just designing skills, my dear students, but you need to have attention to details. In the competency romba mukkiyam, attention to details. ஏதாவது ஒரு தவறு அந்த டிசைன்ல நடந்தாலும் கஸ்டமர் வந்து கடைசியா ப்ரொடக்ஷன் எல்லாம் முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் நான் இப்படி கொடுக்கலையே, இப்படி இல்லையே, right? So even a small error in it will cost like anything. So you need to have attention to details, and the competency ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம், right? You need to have collaborative skills. You need to work with different teams, right? So team building, teamல work பண்ற skills, right? You need to collaborate and work. இது எல்லாமே வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம், right? So that will ensure that yes, because everything is interlinked, each and every process is interlinked, right? So at the end you get the product in hand as requested by the customer. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு क्वेश्चन யாரோ கேட்டாங்க, இதுக்கு வந்து என்ன தேவை, ஸ்கில் செட் என்ன பார்ப்பாங்க, நீங்க R&D ல இருக்கீங்க, அப்ளை பண்ண போறீங்க அப்படின்னா you should be very innovative. அதுதான் சொன்னேன், curiosity and imagination, creativity is very very important, right? So you need to be innovative, think out of the box, go extra mile, right? Don't just stick to the bookish thing like இதுதான் இப்படியான. Think differently and come out with new ideas, right? Contribute ideas that would help you to be a prospective candidate for Kone or any other organization which you would aim for.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your answers. We are coming to this end of the session.
Okay.
I thank our board chairman, principal, HOD for this consistent motivation and support to conduct this webinar and the series of webinar. On behalf of PSNA and Mechanical Department, I would like to thank our resource person, Dr. R. Gayathri ma'am. Thank you for spending your valuable time with us, and thank you for sharing your information and career in Pune. Finally, I would like to thank all the participants, and we are expecting this